Okay, a little bit of a history lesson on something called the Logan Act. The Logan Act was actually enacted on January 30th, 1799, and that is because in 1798 there was a gentleman by the name of George Logan. He was a Philadelphia Quaker back in the day, and he was kind of upset, because there were tensions between the United States and France. President Adams sent 3 envoys to France, try and negotiate and calm everything down. And Mr. George Logan took it upon himself to go, and he was ex-government. He wasn't in the government anymore, so he went over there as a citizen, and he tried to diffuse the situation. Now, what he did was he spoke to the French government as a citizen, flat out, talking about how the United States, the citizens of America, actually look at France as people looking for war, people violent, people painted a picture of what our thoughts were on France in very much a way that would not encourage France to actually come up with an agreement with the United States. So they put this law into place, basically restricting citizens like Donald Trump is right now. He's a citizen. He's not part of the government in any way, shape, or form. He is running for president, which makes it even worse that he's doing this. And he is actually, at the same exact time, we have a negotiation between the United States and Israel, trying to put together a ceasefire with Hamas and get all the hostages back and everything else. We have Anthony Blinken, the Secretary of State, over in Israel on Wednesday of this week, speaking to Benjamin Netanyahu about a United States proposal for a ceasefire in Gaza so they would stop carpet bombing an entire civilization of people. And then it goes to Hamas and, all the other parties involved. Now, Blinken got Netanyahu to actually agree to these terms that would result in a ceasefire if we have agreement from Hamas and the other powers that be. At the same exact time, we have Donald J. Trump, who's running for office, who has proven himself in the past to want to do everything in his power to make Joe Biden and now Kamala Harris look bad in the eyes of the American people. He did it with the border bill that would have solved many, many problems that every single person in the United States of America agrees on. He pushed all the Republicans to vote against it, and they did. Therefore, the border is it's 50% less than it was, and now the crossings are less than when Trump left office. Just a little side note. But he is interfering, telling Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, his buddy, who was at his house right in the same day he actually took out and assassinated the 2 leaders of the 2 biggest terrorist organizations in the world, Hamas and Hezbollah. The day he was at Trump's house, Trump is now calling him, telling him not to work with the United States on any type of a ceasefire. Wait for that until after the election. Now, this is the same man who was actually working with Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, President Xi, had Viktor Orban over his Mar-a-Lago home. These are all the people, all the dictators who are now targeting the United States because of Israel assassinating the leaders of these 2 groups. All roads lead through Trump, and now Trump is actually in violation of the Logan Act, which is very, 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 very important and a bigly criminal mistake, borderline traitor. This is important. He has no right to be involved in any government anything. And he's doing it over and over and over again. And now he's doing it when it comes to a ceasefire in Gaza and Israel. And that same issue is causing the potential beginning of World War III, because Russia is pissed off because Russia and Iran are buddies and they support each other. Iran basically backs Hezbollah and Hamas and the Houthis. Iran now has the capability of building nuclear weapons because Donald J. Trump actually got rid of the treaty that forces them not to build nuclear weapons. Russia is not only bragging about giving them the missing parts of the nuclear weapons, but Russia is actually leading the charge against the United States that may actually break open at any time now. And at the same exact time, Donald Trump is trying to stop the solution that would back all of those people off. So he not only fed Russia, Iran, Donald Trump not only helped them in their stance today, but he's also stopping the solution that, in theory, would put an end to the potential World War III. Not only is he playing both sides of the fence, but he is putting the United States in danger in huge ways on both sides of that fence. We need to wake up, ladies and gentlemen. He needs to be prosecuted and jailed for the Logan Act. He needs to have justice served on him in every single crime he's ever committed. This is a man running for the United States presidency. This is a man who wants to get back in office and do even more damage. And if his followers can't see yet the danger he brings to the table, they aren't very good patriots. They certainly shouldn't be using terms like America first. The Logan Act is a big deal. Donald Trump is breaking it. I look forward to the next couple of months. Besides President Harris wiping the floor with him in the debates, which he's probably going to back out of, but definitely at the polls. He has Jack Smith, he has Judge Chutkan, he has the evidentiary hearings and all the stuff he was guilty of during January 6th, which will include a lot of his congressional friends that also helped Israel. Judge Engoron's, and his sentencing for the 34 felony counts. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Justice will have its day and democracy will prevail, because the United States of America is already great. We just lost our way because the people who were supposed to keeping everything in balance weren't. But we are taking that back. Vote blue all the way down, and let's put an end to this stuff once and for all. The Republicans can rebuild their party in the meantime. Until then, stay diligent, stay educated, and be kind. We are all in this together. God bless.